Hello people, my name is Nikos and today we are gonna build barbecue. So I went to the recycling area and I got myself two, we call them crazy chairs or office chairs. So I've got two of these. This is wood, and you see that this is the base and that's the thing for going up or with your weight down. So I put that on my vise here and I hit it with a hammer here, and I noticed that this is press fit, not very strong, it's quite loose. So I managed to take that off. Then here I weld the pipe, 1¼ inch pipe, just an ordinary steel pipe. Then again from the recycling area I found a 80-liter boiler, which I cut it open and I weld the pipe to the boiler using the stand, no, the base of the chair, which is super nice, and the mounting system of the boiler. So these are the mounting system of the boiler because they are like this, and this is round, so it's perfect for having it level. So I weld this here, as you see. I cut the boiler. This is the boiler. That was inside here, like this. You see? That was here. So I cut that off. Throw that away. So I cut the whole boiler in the middle. This is the center line in the middle, and then at 35 degrees up. The trick that I found is that when you made something like that, so I want to have a hinge to get on and off, open and closed. So first you do a small cut here. Let me turn that around, have better light. So first you do a small cut here before everything, okay? You do the cut here and here. Then you mount the hinges and you weld them on. So when time comes, even if it's crooked or bent, your hinges will be straight and on the right side. So I weld the hinges, I cut the boiler, and it's very nice because it has the wheel, so you can very easily move it around. So I am at that point right now. I weld a small old rusty chain here. I bent one circle about 35 degrees and another one here, and I did that because I wanted the chain, when I close the lid, to go always in. And as you see, it always goes in, which is super cool. So now I need to cut this piece of the water heater, and now I need to make a base for the coal, because you need to have a flat area for the coal, and that base is going to be full with slots and holes. So the coals could have enough oxygen to burn good with a strong flame. And I'm thinking of using this piece of the pipe that I cut, that is here, which is 1/2 inch, to make a piece. So if you want to, let's say, start have a fast start of the fire, you could mount some blower here or air from a compressor, an air compressor, and to have all that area going filled with water, filled with air. So let's do. So it's a new day, and I'm a bit under the weather. And Happy New Year to everyone. Or as we say in Greece, καλύτερα χρόνια να μας έρθουν. It means better years to come. So to continue with our barbecue, we need a flat area here for the coals. So I made a template out of a cardboard box, and I marked my old sheet, which is about 1.5 millimeter thickness here. So I will cut it, put it in, and I will need to cut the corners. So because this is round, the corners will hit here, 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 and here. So you need to have something more round, or to do it easier, just cut the corners 45 degrees and you are okay. So let's do that and see where we are. So we cut the bed of the coals. The best way is to just have the dimensions from here to here, cut it square and not square, perpendicular, and then starting to cut the corners. I did first for 45 degrees, 45, 45 and 45, and then it's very nice to just go and cut corner, 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 and it's the easiest way to do something like this radius. So you don't need to have it 100% touch everywhere. This is gonna bend, it's gonna warp from the heat of the coals, and this is actually 2.5 centimeters, not 1.5 centimeter thickness. I think it's okay for the job that we wanted to do. Now our next job is to fill everything with slots, because as I said, we need air to pass through. So doing the slots, when you have the coals, it's very easy for the air to go around and give oxygen to the fire. So we are going to do slots, 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 and possibly we are going to make a hole here for air to go in. Because if you have the fire here, air cannot go into, especially when you want to cook with closed lid. So it's a very good way to have your fire sustain heat and the ability to cook for a long time. If you don't do that, and this is closed, then you have carbon monoxide, which is not very good. And it's ready. This is done with Benman inox and steel 2-in-1. This is a thin disc, and I like Benman because it's cheap, but it's quite durable. The cheapest cutting disc, they don't last that long, and they do a lot of sputter down, and I like Benman. For the time being, for the price, it's okay. The 10 pieces of them, it's about 10 euros, something like that. So you could do it with heavier, more thick disc, but I think this dimension, the 1 or 2 millimeters thickness, I don't know, it's 1.2 millimeter of thickness. It's okay because you don't want a lot of debris, a lot of from the coals, a lot of dust, let's say, to go under. Another way it's very nice for this to go in and out if you want to clean your barbecue. So let's see how it fits. Ready? It's in. Now we need to cut this pipe, and we need to put a hole here for the intake of water. I need to clean myself. So the barbecue is ready. Then we need to test it. We need to put a handle, and this is gonna be an olive oil branch because we have a lot of olive trees here in Halkidiki. So then we need to do a test burn just for all the outside, just for everything, all the foam insulation or the paint to burn and not have that fumes, the toxic fumes. And maybe we're gonna put a shelf here because when you barbecue you need somewhere to put the meat or a plate or a disc for the ready ready meat. It's cheap, it's simple. Up till now this was free, the chairs were free, so it's about, let's say, €1 or 2. It cost me, let's say, €2. And it was for the discs, for the cutting discs. It's a very cheap and nice thing to have. So let's continue. I had an idea. I think we need handles here and here. Let's say you want to carry it. So I think the best place, this was inside the boiler. This is for the circulation of the hot water through the central heating. So I think that's the best handle we can find, because if we cut it here and here, just straight across, and that too, straight across, and we bend it a bit to be straight, it's the best handle, and it's very thick. Super. So here, take our measure something. Here it is. We have our pen, and this is 13 centimeters. Yes. No. 12 centimeters. So we mark it here and here, and we do the cut. Glasses. This is done. So we take that because this is done out of the machine, so all the radius is the same. So I don't like this part because it's a bit rusty, you see, maybe you have another use to us. We're going to go to the scrappy. So take that, we take our Sharpie and we do another mark, let's say here. I know this is not gonna be straight, but I don't care. And we are going to cut here. So, here it is. Our two handles. Put it like this. And we could cut it in the circular saw, but I'm afraid to cut this tube in the circular saw because I don't know how good I can secure it to that plate. We will see. So now we're going to test fit them on the so I'm gonna test fit them. So see, this is gonna go here. So we take our Sharpie again. Where is our Sharpie? Πού σε γάμο το πελάτη. Okay. So we take our Sharpie and we imagine that we need to cut about this much from here and this much from here. And we do the cuts and we hope it's okay, but because it's a cheap build and we have a very good welder, we can fill on the gaps and it's nothing to worry about. On the one side is super, on the other it needs a bit more. Needs a bit more. Κατά. Maybe. So after some fine tuning and a lot of cutting, it's super. I don't know if you can see that here. It's super. So you can have it as a handle, or you can put some, cooking stuff, cooking tools right here, so to hanging on. It's nice. So this is ready, and this was a bit crooked, but it's okay. So this is ready too. So let's think what I'm going to do for the shelf. So we have welded the base, the support for the base. This is just scrap iron that I have laying around from an older project, and we weld the handles from the spiral that was inside the water heater. So we have one handle here and one handle here, which is great because it's fatty and strong. Now we are going to put this aluminium plate here. That was from an old, I did luggages for my bike. That was a leftover from aluminium sheet I had. This is 2 millimeters thick 1,000 grade. I think 1,000 grade aluminum. And this is the other piece. It will go here, and we'll bolt it on with some self-driven screws, and it's ready. We're gonna put this here for the holes, the support, and the only thing that left is a hole. We're gonna do a test burn. So our barbecue is ready. We bolted down some aluminium leftover for our tray, and we welded our handles, and we welded a handle for the handle. So I didn't know what to do for the handle brackets, so I just took some chain and I welded all the hooks of the chain, and just with a simple screw I welded on the wood. By the way, this is what kind of wood is that? This is eucalyptus tree, which is a nice addition. So now the only thing that it's left for us to do is a test fire. So because this is actually glass from the inside, we call it émaillé, and it's nice to put a lot of wood inside before you cook anything, a lot of wood, to do a test burn. So all the, let's say, oils, rust, everything to burn, and maybe some paint, so everything to be burned. Then you need to, if you want, you can scrape it all and use some heat resisting do I have any? No. Some heat resisting spray, and yes, it's ready. So it's ready. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it, and please leave your comments. I know my English are terrible, sorry for that, but I learned them by myself, and any suggestions are welcome, good or bad, and I will try to make more videos. I need to buy a new camera because I'm filming through my mobile. I'm doing two jobs because I live in Greece, so I have to do two jobs. So filming and making stuff, it's something that takes a lot of time, and I love it. It's something that matters. So have patience with me, a lot of patience with me, and see you in the next video. Thank you.